Hi, and welcome back to our course. I'm your SAP Guru. In this series, we will be looking into the most frequently asked question in an interview. So, shall we start? Our first question is, why do we need to create company code in SAP? So, interviewer can ask this question, or he can ask about the importance of company code. So, before giving the importance, we have to explain him what is company code. So company code is an organizational unit for which separate accounting is carried out. It has its own profit and loss and bookkeeping. As each company code has its own profit and loss and bookkeeping, we can have accurate reporting, analysis, and tax reports. The risk can be managed because by separating company code, we mitigate the risk by reducing data, and if any issue arises in one company code, it does not affect the other. So let's see what our second question is. Second question is, what are the advantages of SAP? Or it can be asked like that, why do we need to implement SAP for businesses? So the answer is data centralization. SAP stores data from different business processes and functions of an enterprise at a single location for easy access. It also automates the business processes and streamline workflows. It provides easy access of software via on-premise or on cloud. As companies can be situated at any geographical locations, so SAP provides support at different and multiple locations. It boosts efficiency, optimizes cost and time. It also improves prediction and decision making processes. It has better management of data as well. So these are some of the advantages of SAP that can be explained in an interview. So our next question is, how is the assignment of storage location done in SAP MM? So this is bit a tricky question, as assignment of storage location is not done in SAP, because while maintaining the storage location itself, the first screen comes where it asks us the plant. So plant, after entering the plant, it automatically, the storage location automatically gets assigned to its respective plant. So rather than other organizational units, storage location need not to be assigned. Our next question is, what is SAP MM and purpose of materials management in SAP? So SAP Materials Management module is one of the important module which deals with the planning, procurement and inventory of materials and services. It is a part of logistics. We can also explain the purpose of this module, as it ensures no storage, no shortage, and runs the flow of supply chain in a time and cost effective manner. It also helps us to improve the efficiency of procurement activities, also used for procurement handling and inventory management. So these are some of the purpose and usefulness of SAP MM module. Our next question is, what are the key components or modules of SAP MM? So it is one of the important question which is asked at a fresher or at a 1 or 2 year experience interviews, as key components of SAP MM are master data, purchasing, inventory management and invoice verification. Our master data is core data or fundamental data which stays relatively constant and provides important data about objects in business processes. Our next is purchasing. So this SAP component deals with the procurement of goods and services from vendor. The activities which are included under this component is vendor selection, PO creation, goods receipt. And next is inventory management. SAP MM component deals with the movement of goods in and out of the inventory. The activities are maybe stock level, stock transfer. Our last component or key component of SAP MM module is invoice verification. So it deals with the processing and verification of the invoices. It ensures that the invoice that is provided by the vendor to us is exact or matched with the PO that we created and goods receipt. And therefore, after verification, it is processed for the payment. Our next question is, what do we understand by source list? So source of supply can be determined by analyzing the source list. It means that we need to understand, we need to procure a material or a service. So we need to understand who will be able to supply that service or good. So that can be determined by this source list. So it is a document which gives us a list of possible vendor or sources of supply for a material over a framework of time. The menu path to navigate to the source list maintenance is logistics, materials management, purchasing, master data, and then source list and maintain. The T code to maintain source list in SAP is ME01. You can also mention that source list, we can display the source list by T code ME03, and importantly, to change the source list, it is ME04 and not ME02. This needs to be remembered. Our next is, why do we need to implement enterprise structure in SAP? Why all this structure or pyramid of enterprise structure is to be implemented for SAP? So we at least need to get ahead by implementing the blueprint of an enterprise in the SAP, as it helps business implement efficient business decision making processes, reporting and analysis across different business suites. You can track financial performances, sales figures, and other metrics for each department. Legal and tax regulation compliance is also done because of enterprise structure. Our next question is, what do you understand by purchasing group? There is one more question to be added to this, is purchasing group part of enterprise structure? So I have explained this question in one of our videos, that where we have understood how we can create purchasing group. So no, purchasing group is not part of enterprise structure. Purchasing group is a buyer or a group of buyers who acts as a focal point of contact to vendors. This group is an expert responsible for procurement activities of a material. The T code to create purchasing group is OME4. The menu path is SPRO. Of course, it is configuration or creation of purchasing group. So SPRO IMG enterprise structure, definition, materials management, purchasing, create purchase group, new entries. No, this menu path is incorrect, as we do not need to go into enterprise structure or definition. The menu path would be SPRO IMG, materials management, purchasing, create purchase group, and new entries. As I've told you, it is not part of enterprise structure, so we need not to navigate to enterprise structure and definition node. We directly need to go to IMG, materials management, purchasing, create purchase group, and new entries. It was intentional to make you confused, but by this you will be able to remember that purchasing group is not part of enterprise structure, and while navigating we do not need to go into this node. So our next question is, what are the master data available in SAP MM? So what is master data exactly? Master data in SAP comprises core or foundational data that remains relatively stable, provides essential information about objects used in business processes. So that means data that does not that remains same and does not very less percentage it gets changed, otherwise it stays the same from start till the end. So the master data that are available in SAP MM are material master, vendor master, purchase info record, source list, and also we have one more, that is service master. Our last question of this series is, what is the purpose of MM01? So MM01 is a T code which is used to create enterprise main source of material specific data. That means material master. MM01 is used to create material master. It provides data which includes data about material that can be procured, produced, or stored, or it can be sold. So the T code to create this material master MM01, the menu path for it is logistics, materials management, material master, material, and then create material. MM02 is to change the material master, and MM03 is to display the material master. Also, we need to understand the extension, or that means, let's say a material is created for plant A, and we need to extend, or we need to have that material to be created for a plant B as well. So this process of making available a material that is available for plant one of the plant, and we need to have it for another material, is called extension. So extension of material is also done by this MM01. Also, while creating the material at the first screen itself, we need to mention industry type and material types. So, material types at the top of my head would be raw material, finished product. These are the standard material types. We have uh, packaging, return packaging, semi-finished, non-valuated, and many more. So this is these are the 10 questions which we have accumulated in our first series and which are most frequently asked. Go through this series repeatedly and you will be able to crack most of the questions in the junior level interviews and the fresher level interviews. So join back to our second part and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye. Thank you. Hi.